Chapter 6, Maintenance Programs. Chapter 6, Maintenance Programs of Commander's Maintenance Handbook. 6.1. Recognition of soldiers and units. Soldiers perform the best command when commanders and supervisors check for recognizing performance. Commanders review and recognition for the high achievement are elements of command emphasis for success of the organization maintenance program. Individual soldiers recognition effective commanders to define the numerous methods to recognize individual achievement in accordance with the AR 608. 2. Commanders, lieutenant, colonel, or higher can award driver or mechanic badges with appropriate bars to the person who demonstrates the high degree of the abilities of equipment operation and mechanical maintenance. B. Unit recognition. DA established for the recognition program that Army awards the Maintenance of Excellence AAME program that can serve as a catalyst for the cornerstone of the ACAM, ASCC, and DRU units maintenance recognitions. The objectives of the Army Award Maintenance Excellence Program are to improve sustained maintenance readiness and assess the status of total unit maintenance operation, improve efficiency, reduce waste, recognize outstanding accomplishment and initiatives, promote competition for major commands of the Headquarters Department of the Army of Defense levels. The four component areas of the components of competition are active Army Table of Organization Equipment, TO or MTO units, Army and National Guard TO or MTO units, U.S. Army Reserve TO or M2 units, and TDA units, and any component. 3. Recognize representatives from the winning units that receive the award recognition for the ceremonies conducted annually by their Chief of Staff, Army in Washington, D.C. Winning unit runner up are selected for each 3 categories: light, medium, or heavy. For each of the 4 components listed, each of the 12 winning units can select up to 3 soldiers to represent their unit in the award ceremony. The Secretary of Defense Maintenance Award Program. The program annually recognizes the top 6 maintenance units across all services, and Headquarters Department of the Army Board selects nominees from the list of units of the Army Award Maintenance Excellence. The top Army Award Maintenance Excellence winners are the Army nominees of the Department of Defense Maintenance Award. The Secretary of Defense Phoenix Trophy is given one of the 6 units as best overall throughout the Department of Defense. 6.2. Units of Safety Management Maintenance Advisory Messages. Maintenance-related accidents are responsible for up to 20% of all on-duty injuries. Accidents report the unit's effectiveness, adversely moral discipline, degrades operational capabilities. Army policy for the prompt notification of field commands of the safety issues of the AR 756. A. Unit level safety inspection command emphasis in the motor pool and equipment areas. Inspections including management by walking around or must use units have efficient safety. A dirty and disorderly job should be a supervisor's first indicator of unsafe maintenance operation. B. Ground safety notification. The Army system uses to disseminate the high, medium, low category safety messages to the field when the safety conditions surrounding the operation of equipment meets risk levels or accident occur. The AMC, or the Army level organization, send the messages to the field to alert the potential hazards. AR 756 defines the procedures characterized as defining the conditions. 1. Material defects, hazardous conditions that cause death or injury to personnel. 2. Material defects, hazardous conditions that cause damage to the equipment. C. Message types and action required. 1. Safety of the use of the safety of the use message. Safety of the use message is used to notify the Army field commands of medium high level risk and conditions factors associated with equipment. Major commands are acknowledgement of the receipt, immediately disseminating to all subordinate commands within 24 hours for the compliance. Users to execute the provisions without delay. The report compliance act accordance to the instruction directives of any official Army program office and other Army level official called by the program sponsor will initiate the safety of the use message. A ground precaution message, GPM, is a medium to low safety notification of the field that the ground precaution message is from lower safe notifications to field commands. However, the program sponsor may notify the field of the commands via the ground precaution message if the other factors indicate the less of the urgent notification method is appropriate. For more information regarding the safety of the use message, go to the www.nmis.army.mil or htmmtulsa.tacom.army.mil. To the detailed guidance on the disseminating, track, managing, responding to the safety flight messages of the safety of use messages, aviation safety actions field, the alerts, ground precaution actions of the ground precaution message, maintenance actions, maintenance advisory messages, MAMs, and maintenance information messages. See AR 751 and 756. 6.3 Test measurement and diagnostic equipment. The TMDE is a system of devices to evaluate the operational condition of the equipment subsystem or determine if the part or item is installed in the specification. AR 75043 explains that the Army TMDE calibration repair support program requires units to appoint on orders the TMDE calibration coordinator. Note the commanders must ensure that the unit TMDE calibration coordinator is actually providing support of the command as outlined in the AR 750-43. The TB 43180, the authority to validate the calibration items. Units will receive the monthly calibration list from the TMD support unit. CTMB 750-25 addresses the TMDE records keeping, and the following labels or forms are required: the DA label 80 of a U.S. Army calibrated instrument, a DA label 163 U.S. Army limited or special calibration, and DA form 2417 U.S. Army calibration system rejected instrument. 6.4 Technical publications. U.S. Army Publication Directory is the primary source of publications at www.apd.army.mil. For additional information, units activities can use the review the permanent download the electronic versions of both the publication forms and the site to be linked to the another Army library. Technical manuals. Technical manuals are available for the multiple forms and forms of numerous sources. 1. Paper technical manuals. Paper technical manuals are available for all operating manuals, wiring diagram, schematics, fire table, safety uses, safety of flight, technical bulletins, and pre-combat flight checklists. Commanders may elect to maintain limited paper copies of contingency plans in accordance with the DAPAM 2533. The Army Publishing Directorate will provide the paper copies only with request of the operating manual, only by request. Operator manuals will be of the TM XX10, XX12, and XX13 series will continue to be printed on paper even when they are part of the electronic manual. 2. The electronic technical manuals. Interactive electronic technical manuals are intended for use of field sustainment level maintenance to support operator, crew, and user requirements. Maintain technical manuals. Technical bulletins, safety bulletins are available on CD for the use of electronic maintenance support devices. The LOGSA website, www.logsa.army.mil, will provide the information upon request. Technical publications compact discs. There are 2 types of CDs available at LOGSA. One includes major end items of weapon systems, including publications on their own components. A second type of publication covering common use equipment. CDs are ground equipment generating sets, tools, shops, sets, and are available to each active Army, Army Reserve, or Army National Guard account. Manufacturers manuals. Commander supervisors will use manufacturer manuals with commercial material procured for at least for use of level maintenance. 6.5 Tools and tool improvement. Maintenance cannot be accomplished correctly without proper tools. This includes only MTO authorized tools, but also special tools. Leaders of units effectively maintenance programs do the following routine. We check and ensure the authorized MTO or the technical manual tools are on hand, replacing missing tools promptly, account control, maintain tools in accordance with the AR 710-2 and DAPAM 710-2-1. Assigning accountability properly, hand receipt, using the hand receipt supply catalogs, conducting inventories. Commanders and leaders should ask the following key questions for the tool program. One are the tools. One are authorized tools on hand or on order. Two are a toolkit competent list from the most currently supplied catalogs. Conduct 100% of the physical inventory of the tools while taking command on the U.S. responsibility for the element or section. After 100% of the inventory is completed, 10% monthly inventory should be continued by selecting the several tool set kits at random. Do the same with special tools. Properly account for the responsibility of the command as well as the hand receipt holder. Give the special attention to the inventory set skills, outfits, inventory sets, kits, outfits must be accounted for in the same time frame. Individual toolkits, toolboxes, some of the other collections contain the other end items such as multimeters, which were not part of the collection, and they're separate accountability systems. 6.6 Maintenance Assistance and Instruction Team. The primary purpose of the Maintenance Assistance Instruction Team is to upgrade the material and the units to the high state of readiness, provide efficiency and responsive assistance and instruction. This is a decentralized program. Teams are installations comparable levels in continental United States at the Corps, Division, separate brigade, and comparable levels in overseas areas. The Maintenance Assistance Instruction Team instructions units and assists them with approving operations and management of following areas: 1. Operative equipment. 2. Preventive maintenance and equipment repair. 3. Equipment and condition serviceability. 4. Material condition status report. 5. Administrative storage. 6. Maintenance records and reports management. 7. Calibration management. 8. Proper use of tools and testing, troubleshooting, and fault diagnosis. 9. Maintenance personnel management and training. 10. Personnel use of publication and distribution procedures. 11. Shop layout. 12. Planning, production, quality control procedures. 13. Shop or safety. 14. Shop operations, including standard operation procedures. 15. Facilities, SSLs, bench shop, spare procedures, accountability, equipment recovery, evacuation, proper. 18. Proper implementation of Army Warrant Program. 19. Army Modernization Training. 20. AOAP. 21. Department of Defense Phoenix Award. 22. Army Award Maintenance Efficientness. 23. Quality Deficiency Report. 24. Scheduled Services. 25. Chemical Agent Resistant Coating and Camouflage Painting Pattern. 26. Hazardous Material Handling. 27. Tire Maintenance. 28. Corrosion Prevention. B. Upon conclusion with the visit of the Maintenance Assistance Instruction Team, Chief conducts a formal review of the visit. The review should cover the total scope of the visit, including the problems and remedial action recommended as requiring, with the following up discussion with the unit commander on areas requiring external assistance, and the Material Assistant Instruction Team and provides semi-annual overall briefings of the publishing status of the review of the brigades, division, corps, installation, senior level reserve components, commanders. Briefings may highlight significant problems encountered to apply with the command-wide. Alright, 6.7 Army Oil Analysis Program. The purpose of an Army Oil Analysis Program is to assist unit leaders providing an oil analysis report service on the combat equipment, aircraft, and watercraft. The Army Oil Analysis Program can detect potential equipment component failures, unit leaders, and can prevent catastrophic failure of the equipment if taken the proper actions. Specifically, the Army Oil Analysis Program identifies lubrication conditions through the equivalent of the equipment oil samples. The Army Oil Analysis Program can save oil, repair parts, labor, organization funds, and the Army Oil Analysis Cycle consists of the following steps. 1. Complete the DA Form 2408-20 for each of the component. The detailed procedure equipment identified with the Army Analysis Program are in the DPAM 7, PAM 738, 751, AR 751, and DPAM 758. Scheduling samples is dated on the DD Form 1314. Complete the label of the oil sample bottle. Place the bottle in the plastic bag. Insert the shipping sack or box along with the DOD Form 2026 oil analysis requests and DA Form 5991E oil analysis requests. 4. Send the completed copy of the Department of Defense for 2026 forms oil sample to the laboratory as soon as possible. With the laboratory analysis, the sample of one things occur. Lab represents the DOD Form 2026, starting with the result in normal, the DOD Form 2026, the DA Form 5999-1E, and noting the DA Form 2408-20. USA DA Form 3254 are oil analysis recommendations. Feedback. The laboratory will advise the unit and suspected problems indicated with required actions. If the MAC code F, the higher maintenance required for the units to submit the DA Form 2407, DA Form 2408, 20 DA Form 3254R, the appropriate support activities along with the equipment, the maintenance provided will note the forms indicating the actions taken. Units will record the laboratory identified defensive equipment and maintenance records and notify the laboratory of the DA Form 3254R, the oil analysis recommendation feedback within 5 days of the action taken. Each of the organization will ensure the subordinate units implement the Army oil analysis program procedures with the command in accordance with the AR-751. 6.8 Army Warranty Program. Overall policy of the Army Warranty Program are contained in the AR-700-139. Highlights for the Army maintainers. The leaders include the following. ACOM requires warranties only when they are Army's best interests. Army requiring commands and activities are to establish local warranty implementation procedures. AR-700-139 requires each command to appoint a warranty control officer. In the warranty applications, the unit readiness, mission effectiveness take priority over the warranty actions in the field of the maintenance provided but is not able to get an effective response through the warranty process. The timely manner the maintenance provider will repair the list, initiate the settlement action letter in accordance with its local standard authorization procedures. AR-700-139 notify the supporting warranty officer immediately with the equipment requires the repair first and warranty settled later. D. The warranty bulletin will specify the application of the Army Oil Analysis Program to items under the warranty. Army Oil Analysis Program procedures supplement the instruction direction oil change for the equipment under warranty. E. Apply the VIVA, the modification work order. All warranties require that the modification apply with the report of the modification work order per its AR-750-10. Units may accept the manufacturer standard warranties, local procedures as items. Special warranties are included with local purchases only when they cost and achieve cost effectiveness, accountability user. The warranty actions completed with a report according to the DAPAM 738, 751, and DAPAM 750-8. The AMC LAR personnel are available to assist the field organization commander levels and should call the local AMC representative for assistance with the warranty issue. 6.9 Unique Item Tracking Program. The Unique Item Tracking Program, UIT, requires the visible tracking by serial number of the selected items installed in components outlined in the DoD Form 4140-1R AR-710-3. The objectives of the Unique Item Tracking Program to maintain the visibility of each of the unique identified assets. The primary purpose of the inventory control, engineering, analysis, security, accountability, safety, maintenance, or operational readiness, warranty, other areas of the benefit that from the tracking process of the subsets of the inventory control of the ordinary of the engineering and analysis function. The unique item tracking report requires Army-controlled small arms security risk, non-nuclear missiles, and rockets controlled by cryptographic items, radiological testing, tracking assets ordinary outlined in the AR-710-3 Headquarters Department of Army approved additional sets of the same real number and VIVA the unique item tracking. All assets, a simple subject of the UIT, have been uniquely identified for each of the individual being controlled and managed. The unique item identified by the and be items the serial number, the vehicle identification number, so long as there are no other unique item tracking assets. Same identifier, the national stock number and national item identification number installed. The components are specified by the AR-710-3. Also require unique item identifier assignment. All unique item tracking programs will include the provisions for the data entry in the LIS. For other information system of the AI using AIT. AIT enables the capturing source of the data in almost error-free process, enhancing the maintainer's ability to identify the track, document, and the control material maintenance process. Optical, digital scanning, reading of the device, and are included in the family of the AIT enablers. Army procurement policies for the 21st century require material developers to ensure that the manufacturer places readable serial numbers marketing on equipment. 610 Logistic Analysis Program. The Commander General AMC manages the Worldwide Logistic Assistance Program. For each AMC Lifecycle Management Command (LCMC) um, and Army Sustainment Command ASC provide technical logistic assistance to field maintenance commodities equipment of the LAR. Provide logistics technical assistance and direction. Direct support brigades, Viva the Brigade Logistics Support Team (BLST) support they provided on the area of the bases. Viva Army Field Support Battalion. They're strategically located in the major Army geographic areas. The LAR are typically found on Army installations, established areas, and can be perform such assistance services as 1. Tracking down the exact status of the critical requisition, 2. Finding the critical part of module or subassembly, 3. Helping resolve systematic supply and maintenance problems, 4. Providing assistance on warranty issues, 6. 5. Conditioning and conducting specialized training on the maintenance of equipment, 6. Providing on-site and technical assistance when needed, 7. Spotting, checking total package field of the LCMC, assisting maintenance personnel identifying the fixing of the complex equipment problems, 9. Assisting the units of obtaining expedited critical parts. C. Army Field Support Brigades are available. Are forward command of the control teams representing the AMC and the ASC through the ASC that have been designated to supervise and coordinate in all either operations provided with AMC activities. 611 Army Modification Program. The Army Modification Program, coordinated with the process Army used to develop, apply with the document changes in both hardware and software of end items, components, weapons, information system modification is an alternation, conversion, or modernization of an item or component with its changes or improves an original purpose or operational capacity in relationship to the effectiveness, efficiency, reliability, safety of the item. Modifications of the Army material are done by the material modification work order. These 3 types of modification work orders are emergency, urgent, and routine. Direct detailed policy guidance guidelines are AR 750-10. The proponent of the modification work order is responsible for the application. B. The equipment awaiting application of the emergency modification work order of the non-mission capable status with the unit application of modification. C. Urgent modifications require application within 2 years of the modification work order effective date. The equipment is in the non-mission capable status of the modification work order. Application exceeds 2 years, except in the case of where the Deputy Chief of Staff, G4 Maintenance Director, DALO, MNF grants an extension to the per AR 750-10. Routine modification work requires application within 5 years from the modification work order effective date. Failure to apply with the modification work order within 5 years does not cause the equipment to be non-mission capable. Commanders will not modify the equipment unless there is an official modification work order, and if in accordance with the AR 750-10, the activities applying with the modification work order will report as the application of the modification management information system at the website https://mmis.army.mil. You must note that all modification work orders are applicable maintenance of the LIS with the appropriate full fault code based on the classification of the modification work order. H. Commander should list the urgent and routine modification work orders on the DA Form 2406 unit when the modification work order is applied. 612 Battle Damage Assessment Repair. The purpose of the Battlefield Damage Assessment Repair (BDAR) is return to disabled equipment to the combat order to enable the equipment of the self-recovery. The battlefield damage assessment repair of the commander's responsibility based on the mission and enemy terrain, troops, and the time of consideration. The operator, crew, the field maintenance personnel perform the battlefield damage assessment repair, realistic training during the peacetime, and that will ensure that wartime proficiencies. See the AR 750-1. Add additional information. 613. Standard Form 368, all Army materials subject to quality deficiency reporting. The purpose of submitting the Standard Form SF 368 is product quality deficiency report or PQDR, is reported conditions that are resulting below the standard quality, workmanship, material deficiency, and the file claims initial failure to credit the Army Working Capital Fund for the depot level repairs. Reporting instruction of the standard form 368 and are in the SO271 or DAPM 738 751 DAPM 758 for non-aviation non-missile warranty, submitting the standard form 368 for the product quality deficiency report website, including the U.S. Army CECOM Lifestyle Management Command Management B16 and the item of the PD at https://www.pdrep.csd.mil. Submit the Aviation Missile Command and deficiency reports online, warranty quality deficiency through the Joint Deficiency Reporting System at jdrs.mil-dr/initiate.cmf $service AR. 614, the Army Corrosion Prevention Program Control Program. The Army Corrosion Prevention Control Program, other known as CPC, the program responsibility guidance in accordance with the AR-751 and AR-750-59. The corrosion prevents the starts of the soldiers' leaders' efficiency of preventive maintenance check services, which include the cleaning, servicing, spotting of the paint, identifying, replacing gasket sealers, and properly storing equipment and their repair parts. The first step of corrosion prevention control is to ensure the operator's crew perform the preventive maintenance check services, identifying corrosion at its earliest stages, keeping equipment clean and serviceable condition at the first time the defense of the corrosion. 1. When cleaning, removing dirt or salt and other contaminants, accelerating the corrosion. Authorized cleaning the equipment compounds procedure will depend on the type of the surface being cleaned and the supplies being used. The associated technical manuals outline the frequency cleaning along with the consideration operating environment. The good maintenance program requires a minimum of monthly freshwater detergent cleaning. Heavily using the equipment will require at least twice a month immediately after operation, if based on 1.25 miles of the saltwater environment. Perform a wash and rinse when directly exposed to the dirt and mud, salt and spray and splash, and other contaminants. 2. Neutralize, clean, and treat the spill of electrolyte corrosive deposits from the found at the battery terminals, battery areas, cleaning the areas of the equipment exposed to the corrosive fire extinguished substance within 4 hours of the app started after application. Clean salt water deposits, including the equipment exposed with significant amounts of salt water after the shipment. Washers and detergent cleaners are an acceptable method of cleaning the non-electrical equipment. It is important that the water pressure does not damage the equipment. The maximum pressure used on the equipment varies. See according to the technical manual or technical bulletin for further guidance. Do not force water into surf gaskets, seals, and protective coatings until the plug drain holes. Ensure the water pooling areas are dried. B. Through inspection of the equipment and second hand of the steps of the corrosion prevention control. Check the condition of the equipment for the corrosion coating, the damage, trapped water, and contaminated surfaces. Frequency of the corrosion inspection should increase the operational tempo, severity, operational environment. Visual inspection is an effective method of detection and evaluation of corrosion. The most common tools used in visual correction: inspection flashlight, magnifying glass of the check of the pitting and the cracking, and inspection major of the non-metallic scraper. This evident corrosion are such as the blistering and the peeling and attempting to dislodge the paint and the scrapping with the non-metallic scraper. If the paint does not easily dislodge, corrosion is not present. The irregularity of the problem is confined with the paint film itself. No further action is required when the paint is removed. The inspection determined for the extent of the corrosion. Remove the corrosion from the clean and treat and repaint accordingly. Document corrosion corrective action of the maintenance record. Special attention to the inspection, fasteners and crevices and hinges and points where the metals join. C. Always check the water treatment areas, battery compartments, vents, opening, drain holes, electrical connectors, as well as bare metal components and surfaces. D. Preservation, cleaning, corrosion free equipment is the third step of the control prevention. Preservation control. Preservation helps protect the equipment parts provided with the guidance of the coating of lubrication seals and water displacement compounds. Reapply the preservation sealants after machine before the deployment and for extended purpose of the equipment storage. The corrosion preventive compounds of the preservatives are used to protect the metals and the components. The function may prevent electrical lights from containing the corroding of the bare metal surfaces. Many of these compounds are also able to be displace water and the contaminants of the metal surface to provide lubrication, corrosion protecting, as well as organized corrosion preventive commands. Provided with a supply system, the LAR recommended with the alternate corrosion preventive compounds with the material are not available. 615. Maintenance low usage equipment. Surface equipment has been accumulated and are anticipated to be not less than 65% of the forecast annual mileage and hours of operation may field for the TM XX20 and XX23 series. Fields of salmon of the TM XX24 and 40 series are extended for use of low use the low usage and criteria not to relieve the commanders of the responsibility adequate maintenance. To determine if the unit equipment qualifies for low maintenance. 1. Calculate the low usage target mile hours, making 65% of the unit plan with the operational template of the vehicle equipment of the category using the mileage and hours outlined by the DAPAM 758. When the unit's anticipated operational tempo is uncertain known. 2. Compare the actual accumulated mileage with the hours of the forecasted train operational usage mileage and hours equate against with the low use of the target mileage of the hours calculated above. If the equipment items of the forecasted actual mileage, if less than equal low use of the target mileage hours or low use of the maintenance is authorized. B. Perform all services, lubrications, tasks, and equipment of the TM series, XX20 series, XX34 series, and XX40 series for lubrication orders before induction of the equipment in the low usage status. Log of the data, the miles and hours, the equipment of the lower usage status, and enter the information in the DA Form 3014 preventive maintenance checks schedule record. By serial number in accordance with the low policy of the SAMS E. The user return the equipment of the system exceeds the specified criteria at the time during the year. The schedule services at normal technical manual or lubrication order intervals of the date usage of the entered in the SAMS DO Department of Defense 314. Service and evaluating exercising recalling mechanism gun tubes in accordance with the applicable technical bulletin technical manuals. Communication of other subsystems mounted with the equipment in low usage status requirement of servicing in conjunction with the primary system. F. The low usage equipment service standards do not apply with the armament subsystems, liberating system fire control components, the site components of the combat vehicle missile systems, and air traffic control equipment. Operating crew level, the ATM XX10 series maintenance intervals of the technical manuals, the lubrication orders will not change due to low usage and unless the headquarters Department of Army or the LCMC provides additional guidance. 8. The Army Oil Analysis Program will remain on schedule. I. Specific criteria of the equipment is low usage status. 1. Tactical wheel vehicles trailers have been accumulated with the forecasted accumulating less than 65% of the listed equipment utilization rate is in accordance with the DAPAM 750. 8. 2. Combat vehicles accept the arraignment equilibrium system, fire control component site, and the components missile systems except for the fire control components, material handling equipment, and construction equipment anticipated with the accumulated less than 65% of the equipment utilization in accordance to BAPAM 753. 3. Generators, pumps, and accessorators. Third, generator pumps, air compressor support equipment, for example, the reverser, osmosis, water purification units and bathrooms, watercraft, rail equipment, powder-driven, nuclear, biological, chemical equipment, engine-driven heaters, and the air conditioner are anticipated to accumulate fewer than 75 hours in this current year. 4. Communication equipment, communication electronic equipment and communication shelters anticipated to accumulate fewer than 75 hours operating with the current year. All remaining communication electronic equipment such as ground vehicle and beyond the radio switchboards and individual night vision goggles will have annual services accumulating fewer than 75 hours of operation. 5. No power-driven nuclear, biological, chemical equipment anticipated to accumulate fewer than 75 hours of operation in current year. 6. Ensuring the unused tenant canvas items, emerging lay heaters and flange ranges of the speed is heaters, the stoves, annually small arms, crews served weapons, for example, machine guns and motors, maintain the humidity control. They're not removed at any time during the year requires annual service. J. Operators and crews that conduct inspections perform preventive maintenance services monthly, including daily, weekly, and monthly, except for the Headquarters Department Army or the LCMCS, providing additional guidance. 2. To drive the combat tactical vehicles with pull trailers sufficient 5 miles suggested. To exercise SEAL's entire mission capability, perform all preventive maintenance check services, mounted radios monthly, including daily, weekly, monthly, and per technical manual. 3. Operating construction equipment and engineering equipment, weakers and material handling equipment and combat vehicles, and the hydraulic safety sufficiency to reach the operating temperature. They ensure the mission capability. 4. Operating generators or air compressor support the equipment pumps and power derivative nuclear and biological chemical equipment to reach the temperature, ensuring the mission capability. Recommendation: 3 minutes under the load and 1 hour with no load. Inspect the small arms crew served weapons in the corrosion withing, leaving the humidity controlled room. Emphasize visual inspection. Identify the corrosions that may be formed. Inspection may be required more than frequently than high humidity geographic areas. 7. Remove corrosion from the during the inspection. Ensure the preventive measures are taken to inhibit future corrosion. 7. Equipment reset.